And I have one of the most amazing fathers, in the history of pastors. And he said, this is your own journey. As I found Jesus, you have to find Jesus by yourself. Just a little history about my father. Incredible for me. My father is a superstar, because my dad was a Hindu priest, and from the priestly caste in India, and there was no chance. He used to hate Christians. He tore Bibles. He used to beat up priests, the Catholic priest, and he was such a man. But tried everything, did everything in life, but never had peace. Something at peace and hope. To cut the long story short, my father was brought to Christianity by Mother Teresa in the Missionaries of Charity in Calcutta, and he served for 5 years. Where he saw the compassionate ministry of Mother Teresa. He saw firsthand how she served the downtrodden and how she spread the love of Jesus. And every time he would ask her, what moves you and what drives you? And she says, it's Jesus, son. It's only Jesus. And so that made him to open the Bible next to his pillow, which was there for about 3 years. He never opened the Bible, but he opened the Bible that day. And from that day onwards, it's been about 35 years now that he is in Jesus. And he's a pastor and he's a minister. He went from denomination to denomination. He went to Pentecostals and charismatic movements and this and that, everything. But in the end, there was a small village pastor who was living next to my dad, while my dad was a bishop for one big district. And this pastor, and my dad used to hate this pastor. He said, "You Seventh-day Adventists, you are a sect, you are a cult. I don't want anything to do with you. Never enter my house." He said, but one day the pastor could not stop himself, and he said, "Please, I don't want you to talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me ever, it's okay. But I know that you love Jesus, and I want you to read this book." And he gave him the Great Controversy. And from that day onwards, for 5 nights and 5 days, my dad was not able to sleep, eat, or do anything. But he just read and read. And then in the end, he told my wife, this is the remnant church.
Amen.
This is the true church according to the Bible. The Sabbath is the true day to worship, according to God. And he served the Seventh-day Adventist Church ever since. Today he serves one of the departmental departments at the conferences in India. He has about 5 years to. The official age in India is about 62, 63 to retire. And so he has about 5 years to retire right now. And but his story moved me. When I was a skeptic, when everything was proven, I went back to my life. I saw the flashback, everything, how my dad would never allow me to go to schools. I have had the most absences in schools. Because he would never allow me to go to school. If he was conducting an evangelistic campaign, if he was going to have a meeting, he would always tell me, sit in the audience. And and I have never heard an old sermon from my dad. There would always be a new sermon, and there would be life, and there would be vibrancy in the ministry that he did, in the people that he brought. Thousands and thousands would come up and accept Jesus, and I would be so amazed. I said, "How do you do it?" And he said, "You will get your answer. Right now, it's just for you to sit, relax, and watch what is happening." And I did get my answer. I came to Jesus through a sickness. I had 5 kidney stones in me. And my wife is a witness because I was married, and not to Jesus, but to ministry. I used to be in the entertainment field in India. I used to be into Bollywood, where I used to be a cinematographer and everything. And my parents and my wife would always say, this is not the stuff. God is calling you. You have to listen to it. And there was this moment in a train that I was traveling, and I could not take it. 5 kidney stones. I told my father, I told Jesus that, "Lord, if you perform a miracle right now, my life is for you. I don't know if I'm talking sense or not, but my life is for you." The next minute that I went to the bathroom, all the 5 kidney stones came out. And that was my answer. I said, "No more looking back. I came home and I told my wife, this is the ministry we are going into. I don't know if you're ready or not to be a pastor's wife when you were married to me, but she said, there would be no happier moment for me if you give my ministry. My wife is standing right there. Can you please stand up? That's my wife, Priyanka. Amen. And yeah, we are expecting a second one in June. So I'm so happy for whatever I'm doing. 3 churches, 4 churches, I don't mind, because that's how, if God has called me to do that, I will do it. He will take care of everything. He will take care of the stress. He will take care of every single thing. I need to focus on the gospel, right? And that's why I'm so thank you for bringing me here. This is not my first time. I think this is my 3rd time here. And some of you might have seen. I see your face on Facebook pages and I've seen a couple of faces here. I keep track, of what is happening in New Jersey conference. So that's about me. And now let's talk about Jesus. Amen. Let us pray. Our Father in heaven, we are